This is a Frank podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast with me, Ellie.
Me, Chris.
And me, Guy.
Hey, he's back from his lawn bowls championship.
How'd you
Yay.
go, champ?
Well
Thanks,
done.
guys. Thank you. Yeah, didn't finish top of the table.
Oh, okay.
Came second.
Yeah.
Missed out on the golden jack.
How was the spread at the end of the event? Because those things always pop off. There's some asparagus rolls. There's little mini ham sandwiches.
It was mini ham sandwiches. You did right. It was little sort of bacon and egg savouries.
Oh, yeah.
And it was hard liquor.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, so I was pretty happy. Actually, I was away last week because there was a funeral for a family member.
Now we sound awful. We sound awful.
I realised that
Just
after the
FYI,
recording.
just FYI. So, and I appreciate you guys looking after my privacy and telling everyone a plethora of lies about where I was, including a bowls tournament. But we will get into that shortly.
All right.
Just FYI.
Okay, well, we are going to be talking about tonight, obviously, some gaming news. You're back for some gaming news, which
of
is so
course.
exciting. I tried my best last week. Don't know how I did. So,
We'll be getting into
She
that
did
as well.
great.
oh no, you're going to give feedback of that, are you? Oh.
No. Just a little tiny bit. But it's all about being constructive and us growing together as a podcast.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Can't wait for that. Guy, today you want to talk about well, actually, you want to introduce what you want to do? I'm reading
Guy,
it
we
here.
don't know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, what are you doing? What is this?
Guys, I'm doing a quiz.
Okay.
And it's all about haikus, the poems.
I
and
love
it'll
that.
all make sense soon. But
Okay.
you two are going to be doing a quiz.
Okay, mean. I can't wait. All right. I'm going to talk about video games and what we'd like to be made into a movie.
Yep.
And Chris, you've got a bit of an administration sort of job tonight, do you, or topic?
Well, my topic is just the ever-increasing burden that playing video games seems to be placing on my life. And the
yes.
fact that I make lists of all the games I want to play, and then that list keeps building up.
Yeah.
So I will
right.
get further into that later in the podcast.
Okay, I can't wait for that. I just want to shout out a couple of listeners again, as we do. Edward, he messaged us on Instagram and said that he's 100%ed and got the platinum trophy for 58 games so far. So
Oh,
eat your heart out,
bollocks,
Chris.
Edward, you're full of it, mate. I want to see screenshot
No,
proof.
he did send he has got a screenshot.
Yeah.
Oh, he
100%.
sent it to
It's
you
legit.
guys?
No, it's in the Instagram
Yeah.
account that you still haven't logged into yet.
Yeah.
Oh, did he actually?
Yeah.
100%.
He's done it.
I'm going to need to see what games they are because anyone can download like a real quick mini game and platinum it, right?
From memory, because I think I saw like the top 5. I think one of them might be Last of Us, but I think another one was like a Lego game.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it the one you read out last week on the podcast?
It might have been. And then someone replied, must have been you, Guy,
Yeah.
and asked him what the hardest one to platinum was. He said Mafia 3 was hard because the trophy unlocking was
Interesting.
buggy.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that's annoying.
So that is annoying because what happens is it'll be like, oh, shoot 3 people in the head and you'll get this trophy, and then you'll do it and it won't pop. The trophy won't pop up. I've had that before in a few games.
That's annoying.
that's
So
annoying.
just then by saying that, Ed massively upped his credibility, and I sort of believe him now.
Okay, good. I'm glad you believe him because we believe him, don't we, Guy?
We do.
Also, my cousin, as the biggest contributor to this podcast, it seems, off the back of your topic last week, Guy, of which 2 video game characters from different games
Yes,
would make a good
difference.
couple.
Yeah, way to nail that, by the way, guys.
Hey, save your feedback for later on.
My cousin suggested Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil 4
Yep.
and Amanda Ripley from Alien Isolation.
Oh, they do
She's-
well.
Yeah, she said both adapt well to being thrown into extremely dangerous situations involving horrific biological dangers.
Yeah.
They could literally save each other, although neither of them would need it. I think they both need cuddles after what they've been through, though. Trauma bond. Am I right? The survival king and queens. That's what she reckons. She
Hashtag
really-
trauma
right.
bond. Let's get
That's
that
awesome.
going. Yeah, shout out Leon from Resi 4, which is on my list, by the way, and I'll get into that. He's he's a powerhouse of a dude. I've never played Alien Isolation before,
There you go.
but if he's involved, then I'm keen to be involved as well.
Mean, there you go. And then one thing I just have to correct myself. You know how at the end of the podcast last week, I said that I wanted to try a game called The Hidden Life of Edith Baker?
Yes,
Did
you
I
said
say
that wrong.
Oh my God. My cousin said, I bet you Chris would have picked up on that.
Yes, I was on the
And-
plane, but I couldn't remember the name of it. I was like, that's not what it's called.
Okay, so what the game was I was meant to say was What Remains of Edith Finch.
That's right.
Yeah, and I completely screwed it up. Didn't realise it. My cousin messaged me, she's like, Oh, Ellie, you've got that
Well,
going completely wrong.
Did you get that mixed up with The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, the Ben Stiller movie from like 10 years ago?
I have no idea, but I just wanted to correct that and say I was wrong. I screwed that one up, and now I do know what game I want to play.
Cool. Well,
But that makes you an extremely casual gamer because you got the name of the game wrong. So
Yeah,
I'd say
super
I
casual.
think that's fine.
look,
Thank you.
Hold on to the sentiment you're feeling right now because we're going to revisit that soon as well.
Oh no! Hey, what have you guys played this week? Anything?
I tried to play It Takes Two with my wife.
Did you?
Would you like an It Takes Two update? Because
Yes.
a couple of weeks ago, if you guys can indulge me, I said to Ellie, look, I'm sure my wife and I could play it and we'd actually get further than you did. Okay, so we had a crack at it. We played It Takes Two.
Yeah.
I told Lucy how it works. Basically, I play one character, you play the other. Cool, this will be fun. We started playing it. She literally oh, that's... I just remembered. We start, and you know how you have to push left on one controller to control the one on the left? And then push. She pushed hers first as a joke and became player one.
Oh
And
no!
then and I had to be player one because it was my login, and I was just like, I need to be player one. And then we couldn't figure out how to switch it back, and I had to reset the PlayStation. So she immediately.
Why? It's so easy to do it. Every single time you log into the game, it gives you the option.
No, because whoever pushes the button first automatically becomes player one.
Yeah.
That controls all the options, all the settings, etc.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
I know that vibe. Yeah.
I was in the Durbrain role of her, she should just control the character and that's it.
I see.
And not have to
yeah,
worry
yeah.
because she gets bored with, getting bogged down in it. So she immediately ruined it. I reset the PlayStation. While it was resetting, she went on Instagram and started looking at Instagram stories,
Yeah.
which is fair enough.
Yeah.
And then I was like, we rebooted the game, good to go, waiting for her. And I was like, come on, babe, we're going to play. And she's like, let me just read this. I look over at her phone. It's the longest caption on an Instagram post I've ever seen in my life. So, by the way, I saw the elephant in the first cinematic. So, thanks to the spoiler alerts on this podcast, I know what's going to happen to that. And I immediately was
Yes.
upset.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
You know what's going to happen, but
If
you're not prepared for it. No, I'm not
Yeah.
going to spoil anything, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying you're not prepared.
Well,
for
I'm
it.
more prepared for it than I would have been if
you
I
didn't know
had
anything.
never. Yes. So I am somewhat prepared for it. So we started watching the opening cinematic, which is like a husband and a wife arguing. The daughter wants to, and then she says, and I quote, "I thought we were playing a game, not watching a movie."
Outstanding.
Meanwhile, I'm buying into the characters and going, "Oh, this is a really sad setup."
Yeah, it is. It is a
And
sad setup.
she's bored and wants to start playing.
See, I
Wow.
like knowing Lucy. I feel like it's a coin flipper whether or not she's being dead serious, and she was actually like, "What the hell's this?" Or she's doing it to wind you up.
Yeah, which one was it?
Either way,
Yeah.
it would
Well,
work.
Pretty
we're,
funny.
we're at a stage in our married life, 12 years now, we've been together, where she doesn't need to say certain things to wind me up. She'll probably just do it anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she was genuinely like, and I know what she's like. She can't be bothered. She's got work in the morning. If we're going to do something, she wants it to be instantly good. Otherwise, I'm bored.
Yeah, right.
And so
right.
she was like,
Yeah,
bored.
she'll read an Instagram caption
Oh.
the size of a novel.
You're telling me, brother. You are telling
And
me.
it just would have been somewhat one of her friends telling like an emotional story about how they've changed. I don't know, they've changed shoe sizes or something. like that.
it was.
Yeah,
It wasn't even that.
probably.
It
It was
was
like a massive over the top like nothingness.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
a Kardashian or some bull crap.
Oh, no,
I
that's
don't
quite
know.
interesting.
Yeah,
No, I'm
but-
happy with that, actually.
Can you send that?
Yeah, I wanna see
Can you
which one it
get
was.
Lucy to send it to Ellie afterwards.
Actually, I caught Ellie doing that while I was talking about Death Stranding. Final thing, just on It Takes Two. We played
Yes.
for 20 minutes. I loved it. Super fun.
Yeah.
Just as we came up to the vacuum.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She said, how much longer are we playing for?
Oh, no.
The
she's not,
ultimate.
is she not loving it?
Lucy.
No. So
Oh.
we did that. We stopped just as we met the vacuum and I was ready to tear that guy a new one.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's like, no, I think I'm done now. And so I said, okay, we have to play this again because I said on the podcast we would.
Yeah.
And I told Ellie that we'd beat her to the finish
Yeah.
because
Ooh.
we're currently moving at the same pace as you.
You actually are.
and
You're nearly
she-
up to me.
And she said, no, we'll definitely play again. And I've suggested it twice since then. And she said no both times.
Oh, no.
Dang.
Which is gutting because you have to play two-player. And I really want to keep playing the game.
Yeah,
'cause
it's a fun
excellent.
game.
Genuinely takes
It's,
two.
it's excellent. So
Aw.
Yeah.
that's my update of It
Oh,
Takes
that
Two.
sucks, man.
Nice,
Because
yeah.
I know how much you and Sam are enjoying it. Myself and my wife Meg, we absolutely loved it. We
Yeah.
tried to finish it as quickly as possible. It was such a cool game. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
Yeah.
Lucy picks up the slack.
I think she
Yeah.
will. And tonight I'll go home and give her a rev up about it. And it'll.
Yeah, no, we'll get her back on the It Takes Two train.
What have you been jamming this week, Ellie?
Yeah, look.
no.
Speaking of not playing much, It Takes Two. I haven't played anything this week. Even though last week at the end of the podcast I said like 3 different games. I'm going
You
to try
did.
this. I'm going to try that, and then notice, life just got away
You,
on me.
you set the bar way
So
too high.
I really did, and I've gone real low. Am I
We
fired?
need to say to you right now, you have to play and we should suggest a game because I know your Detroit Become Humans gone and you've got
I
nothing.
know I'm all depressed still from that. Yeah.
I personally am saying play Uncharted,
Okay.
the collection.
Is it scary though?
No.
And
Okay.
play the second, start at Uncharted 2, all right? Don't play Uncharted 1 just because it's a bit dated.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Okay.
Play Uncharted 2. It'll grab you from the start, and you
Okay.
freaking have to play it for at least half an hour.
Okay. All right. All
Yeah.
right.
You promise?
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
pretty,
promise.
I'm
gonna put
pretty
on
sure
list.
the PlayStation Plus subscription, I think it's on there, isn't it? With the on the classics or something like that. Or like
It is, and you can get the PS5 sort of remastered, but you're playing PS4 in the bedroom, aren't you?
I am.
So
Yes.
just as long as you're jamming it.
and
Yeah,
Sam,
okay.
your partner has a copy of the Uncharted collection.
Yes, you're right.
So-
he does, eh?
Yes, he does, because I saw it
Yeah,
and I
thank you.
commented on it.
You did,
and you
eh?
ignored it. So put it in, play the second one, and then when you have beaten that, you've got the third one, the fourth one, and then you've got an extra one as well.
Okay, cool. All right. I promise I will do
Promise?
that this week. Yeah,
Okay.
I promise. I promise. Yeah, crossing my fingers. No, no, I will. I will. Guy, what have you been playing?
Guys, I want you to look at my phone and I want you to see what you see.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, did you do it?
He's done it. I have platinumed my first game.
Pass it out.
Yes.
I don't want you to be like old Edward, just saying you
It's not
platinum
a
it.
screenshot. Ghost of Tsushima, I've been playing it for, I think, probably since we started this podcast. Amazing game. And I said, I want to platinum it.
Yeah.
I was spurred on by the inspiration of Chris saying he'd buy me a large combo from McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
Which
what a
I'm
reward.
more than happy to cash in because on Sunday, while my daughter and my wife are having a nap, I did the final one and it went bling to the little noise, saw the trophy,
Yeah.
and I've platinumed it. And now I've got the bug. I want to do it again. Because I finished Ghost of Tsushima now, and I want to, because Spider-Man 2 is coming out in a couple of weeks, I'm kind of just in I'm in a buffet mood. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be dabbling in Spider-Man Miles Morales. There's the DLC of Tsushima with Iki Island, which I'm going to to be doing. I've also got I've got the Legend of Zelda.
Oh, you haven't even played Icky Island yet.
Yeah, I know. Wait, that's not part of the trophy though.
You got 100% it, man.
What do you mean? I'm in the process of 100%ing it, but I 100%ed Ghost of Tsushima. Iki Island is a DLC.
Does your horse or not have the weird moose antler headgear on it? Meaning that you've got to the top level of horse armor on Icky Island.
Well, I've got that yet.
Yeah, so come talk to me once you got that.
Oh, he's going back on the deal now.
No, can I just say, I'm very pleased to see you got the Living Legend Platinum for Ghost of Tsushima. That's incredible.
Thank
Nice,
I'm real
bro.
proud of you, and I will get you a combo.
Yes. Yeah, you did it.
I want to platinum Miles Morales as well. I'm literally changed the way that I play games now. I've got the PlayStation app open next to me with all the trophies, and I'm just going through, and I'm like, okay, what can I do here? What can I do
Damn,
there?
he's gone further than I do.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But it makes you at least want to because I've platinumed the Spider-Man 1 game.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of fun stuff, like find all the backpacks and stuff, but they're real easy to find and you're a web slinger, so
Totally.
it's easy to get them.
Yeah.
And you might do a couple of those, then do a couple of crimes, and then do a main mission. You know, it just
Yeah.
diversifies the game.
Can I just say, for
Congrats.
those people
Well
who
done.
are going to want to platinum Miles Morales, you have to complete the entire storyline first, and that opens New Game Plus,
Oh, that's annoying.
which means that you can play
that.
a new game and do the whole storyline all over again, but you've got all of your suits and your mods and everything. So it's like you're the best.
Right.
And in order to platinum Miles Morales, the literal last trophy right down to the bottom of the list is
Beat
you
New
have
Game
to
Plus.
complete the New Game Plus. So
Oh,
I didn't see that until I just started a new game. I was like, wait, I have to do New Game Plus? So make sure you start a New Game Plus if you want to platinum Spider-Man Miles Morales.
So what you're saying is you've got to basically play it twice.
Correct.
Yeah, you got to play it twice.
Wow.
And that is the worst
Oh.
thing a trophy hunter will see, because usually what they do is, and this is getting in the weeds, is it'll have like your 70 trophies, you tick them all off, and then like a bonus trophy that doesn't affect the platinum will be New Game Plus.
Yeah.
And that doesn't affect it at all. It's just like an extra little trophy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that sounds like it's all in one
All part
package
of it.
there.
Fortunately, Miles Morales wasn't really a full-fledged game. It's about a 10 to 12-hour campaign. There's only 17 missions.
Yeah, it's
So
very short.
Okay.
if you put it on the easiest difficulty and you've got all of your, your Spider-Man suits and all the mods and all that shit, you can fly through it pretty quick.
Nice.
But I'm
Okay.
not putting it on the
It sounds
easiest.
fun, yes.
Not putting it on the
I would
easiest.
hate
It's
that.
lame. But anyway, that's what I've been playing. I've finished Ghost of Tsushima.
Well
Nice.
done. I'm
And
so proud of you.
Unless there's any sort of issues to arise in the rest of this podcast, I will buy you a combo from McDonald's.
Oh, okay. He's going to keep
What are the
asking you.
issues?
He's
Well,
going to
I
keep
don't know. I
digging.
don't know. I will buy. I'm just saying, unless something pops up that proves different. Otherwise,
Sounds like he's got something.
Yeah, I feel like he's got something on your way.
Yeah.
Guy, how dare you? I totally have something actually.
Halfway through, he's like, and I've brought in his PlayStation. Look at this.
Before we move on to gaming news, can we just do a quick touch on last week's podcast? Is that okay?
It's up to you, bro. You bring it on.
Okay.
Feedback is burning a hole in his pocket.
Yeah.
It is feedback.
Okay.
And also, I got our amazing producer Jacob to source me some music here. Let's see how he's done.
All right.
Apparently, I'm going to kill you guys.
I'm terrified.
Are we in a Christopher Nolan movie?
You are. All right. I'm going to have to really dial up the intensity of this.
Okay.
Okay, last week you guys did a segment.
Jesus. Bloody hell.
Last week you guys did a segment.
Oh.
love
bloody IMAX.
It's so, Jake, we might have to lose it. It's too distracting.
I love it.
Or at least tip it down a bit. Yeah, there we go.
Love it.
Okay, last week you guys we'd put a thing on social media saying, oh, if you could have a character join us on the podcast, who would it be?
Yeah.
Someone wrote through saying Dexter.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Dexter from Jack and Dexter, the PlayStation series.
Ellie.
I was on an airplane
Did it
yelling
say-
out loud.
Did it say Dexter? Did I read it wrong?
I think you did. Correct. Now, someone also
Oh, no.
suggested from Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio Auditore.
Yeah, that one.
I said it with such
Ezio
confidence.
Auditore.
I said it with such confidence. Like I think I corrected you.
Yeah.
You did.
The whole thing
no.
was a shambles.
Oh no.
Someone suggested Mima from God of War.
Oh yeah.
Mimir.
Yeah, my cousin actually told me about that. I learned later. It was
I think
cracking up.
we've got the wrong cousin on.
I know. Yeah, we do.
Jesus. Also, someone suggested Samus from Metroid, and you guys said like Seamus or Samus.
Can
or
I just
something?
say it's Ellie that was reading out the
Yeah,
feedback?
it was. This is all me.
but I didn't correct you.
We're a team on this podcast, all right? So you guys are both in the shit on this one.
Oh, no.
Also, I started angrily writing notes.
Mm-hmm.
I then heard Chris will be listening to this episode getting really annoyed from Guy Mansell.
Yeah.
I then heard, I bet he'll be writing notes and then coming in next episode and trying to hit us up.
Yeah.
You were
And
right, bro.
I know my friend.
I was halfway through writing the note and I heard that and I was like, you bastard.
Got him.
And of course, I mentioned earlier, you guys mentioned a lot of different things, places that I was. There were just a couple that I'd just like to pull you guys up on.
Okay.
I don't have one size 11 foot and one size 12 foot.
Yeah, I got that wrong. It's size 11 and 6.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
Sorry,
guys.
bro.
Mostly walks in circles.
Thanks, Guy. You know how I feel about my club foot. I wasn't at a brothel. There was one that was just, at the end was just Chris is at a brothel. And I was like, no, I wasn't.
Yeah.
And I was defenseless on an airplane.
I know, sorry. That one's a crew one, that one. We
Yeah.
did say it was gaming later, but
Yeah. All these people on an Air New Zealand flight trying to do the quiz, and in the back they say, Chris, be like, I'm not at a brothel.
And one last thing is Guy, he dissed my offer of buying him a combo for finishing and platinuming Ghost of Tsushima. You said, and I quote, I'm not like 20 anymore. You know, I'm in my 30s. A combo's not even that big of a deal.
that's right. You did this as the
So
thing he's
I
going to pull
wrote
you
down,
up on.
Guy doesn't want a combo because he's too rich now. So when
Are
we
you withholding it now?
where
Is
do
that
we
it?
stand on that?
No, I was just saying, I mean, you offered the combo, and I feel, is it immature of me to say yes to that? Or
No.
should I just...
You said yes to it already, and then just as you're about to achieve it, you go and crap all over the place. I don't understand what you... Do you want the combo or not?
I mean, yeah. But I feel weird. I don't want to be like standing there at McDonald's and be like, I want that one. And then Chris just does the pay wave, like, thanks.
What? Okay, here's the deal. I will buy you the combo because you have earned it, and I'm proud of you. But you just have to say, "May I please have a combo?"
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
may I please have a combo?
What a loser.
I don't know why I gave you eye contact as well.
Yeah, it was good, man. I'll be dining out on that literally for a while. That's bloody good. Anyway, that's all I've got to pull you guys up on. Other than that, flawless.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was pretty kind-ish.
Wasn't it a brothel, Ellie?
Sorry, bro.
It was closed.
It wasn't closed. No, it was. Gaming news. Leading your news stories tonight, fixing cyberpunk requires a massive cyber chunk of cash. Thanks, Ellie.
That was good.
No, you said not to laugh at your
Oh, yeah.
headline.
I didn't say anything. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
In the
sorry.
previous episode, you're like, go.
Damn you,
Sorry.
Ellie. So this is a news story that came out revealing that CD Projekt Red, who made Cyberpunk 2077, came out 3 years ago, and it was a disaster. It was a buggy mess. They have since spent $84 million creating the new Phantom Liberty DLC, and then $40 million fixing the base game.
Holy shit.
So in total, $120 million has been spent fixing a game that was released 3 years ago.
Wow.
Which is huge. And then you look at how much they spent actually making the game. $174 million to make the game itself, 120 to fix it, 170 to make it in the first place.
Oh my God.
Wow.
But then $142 million US in marketing. Almost the same budget to make the game went into marketing.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
But so basically this game that was buggy and is awesome now, it just cost them almost $200 million to fix it, which is crazy, guys.
How crazy would it have been for you, one of the main developers of that game, knowing that it's incredibly buggy, seeing $120 million worth of marketing going into it, and you're seeing it on the back of buses and billboards, and you're like, oh my God, this game's coming out in 2 weeks and it sucks.
It's going to be a mess.
So many bugs.
Yeah. That's why we didn't go with the bus marketing campaign on this podcast.
Yeah,
Because it's a buggy mess right now.
Yeah,
buggy
it
mess.
is.
Yeah. Mima from God of War.
Oh,
Okay, here's my second news headline. Could I get the music again? Sorry, Jacob. It just gets me in the zone, man, if that's all good. Gaming news. Second headline of the night. Those of us that like Last of Us will not be chuffed with a blasted remaster of The Last of Us.
that was good. That was a fun one. I
Part
liked
2.
that.
Sorry, let me finish before you applaud. So the news story around this is, and yes, it's another gaming leak. A game developer put on his LinkedIn, trying to get a new job, obviously, and he said that he'd worked on 2 high-profile projects for Naughty Dog. The projects were The Last of Us Part 1 PS5 remake.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a remaster and a remake of the first game. And The Last of Us 2 remastered. Ellie, there is no such thing as The Last of Us 2 remastered, meaning they're working on it right now.
Why?
I know.
Just came out like 2 years ago.
Well,
Yeah,
but
why?
longer than that, I know. And it's a PS4 game still.
Yeah,
So it's not on PS5, but play that game and it is still absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I will. I need to add that to my list, actually.
Yeah. You've got
I
your
forget
homework.
every time I leave the studio. I just forget everything you tell me to do.
Uncharted's your homework for next week.
Okay, yeah.
Before you said, I was like, what's the name of the game Chris told you 10 minutes ago?
Okay, yeah, I'll try and remember it.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm gonna have to catch up. It's like you're doing homework.
Yeah, I know. You're gonna have to send me reminders.
Just pop your head in the door. Have you done it yet?
Yeah.
Because I'll
You
call
done
your
it?
parents to double check. So yeah, unfortunately, it looks like they're remastering The Last of Us 2, and everyone's just remastering old games now, even though it came out like a few years ago.
To be fair, are we surprised that Naughty Dog is throwing a remaster towards a Last of Us title? Because how many times was The Last of Us Part 1 remastered?
Twice.
It was a PlayStation 3 game. It was done twice. Like it just
So it was a PS3 game. It was
Yeah.
remastered for PS4, which was the way I played it the most because it was just like, good graphics. And then they've remade it and redone all the graphics for PS5, which apparently looks awesome, but still, like, just stop doing. And it's a great game. Both of them are awesome games.
Yeah, right.
But if you put The Last of Us 2 in your PlayStation right now, PS4 or 5, and you play it, it looks magnificent. It does not need a remaster.
no, it does not.
Yeah, right.
So that just makes me furious. Unfortunately, that guy had a screenshot taken of his LinkedIn, including his name, and that was blasted all around Twitter and on Reddit and all sorts. So that guy, and he's quickly deleted it. But unfortunately, his name is associated with it, so they'll be furious at him.
Oh, naughty.
Yeah.
Can I throw some news in, guys?
Oh, yeah. Over to Guy
bring it
now
on.
for some
Can I get the-
correspondence.
Gaming
news. Sorry, Guy, that's my line.
I don't have a witty title for mine either. Did you know about the game a couple of months ago came out, the Golem game? How many times did I use the word G just there?
No, you're all good.
The
The Golem
Do you know
game,
the
yes.
Golem game?
Yeah, it was an
know
absolute
that.
cluster.
Absolute shambles. And I think it is the lowest rated game of 2023 so far. And
Yes.
I don't see it being beaten by any other game. It's
Okay.
massively underdeveloped. And what they did not long after it was launched, because so many people put money in for pre-orders and stuff, and they got this hot mess of a game. And the developers put up this massive apology. They put it on all their socials and stuff. It's just come out that whoever, and the people behind the game didn't know that this happened. It was mostly like their PR marketing team. They got the entire apology written by ChatGPT.
Really?
They didn't even do it themselves. They got an AI to write the apology. That's how lazy they were.
Really?
But then a YouTube channel's done a massive sort of in-depth analysis of why that game was destined to fail. And it actually turned out to be even more crazy than just it's a shit game.
Wow.
New reports found that people were paid below minimum wage to get this game out.
Really?
Uncompensated for overtime, and it was a toxic work environment.
So crunch, it's a term in the gaming industry where basically the executives, and it's what happened with CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk, they say, here's the release date, you better have this friggin' game finished, and basically you are paid this set amount regardless of how many hours you work. So in order to get the game to that standard it was at, some developers, talented young people would have had to work their asses off. Then it was released because of the pressure put on them by the executive team.
Yeah.
And then it's an absolute piece of crap. They've got that on their CV now, so it's a real sticky situation.
Oh, that sucks.
It does suck.
And I believe one of the developing companies that was brought in to help make this game has since gone under, and like 25 people have been laid off. So the whole thing was a bit of a cluster F. And if you've seen any gameplay from that game, when it first came out, there was all these TikToks and videos of it being like, the videos were really funny in terms of the bugs. And you're like, oh my God, this game is so shit. But now we know the sort of the dark underbelly of these poor people working their ass off to try and get a game out, even though they know it was shit.
Yeah, that
sucks.
And now they're being hung out to dry, and then the PR team using an AI to write the apology. It's just a massive slap in the face.
It is. I'd recommend going onto YouTube and watching some reviews for that game, by the way. I actually wrote a headline for you just because you couldn't. So could I get the music one more time, Jacob? Thanks, mate. Gaming news. That's what I'm Tolkien about. Golem game developer uses AI to AI apologize.
Very good.
Well, that's
why
quick.
he's the newsreader.
Yeah, you're quick, bro.
Thanks,
that's
guys.
Good.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't listen to anything Guy was saying. I was just frantically writing on my phone.
For the first 10 seconds, I was hardly getting my words out.
To be fair, that was the part that made me zone in and go, what the hell is Guy on about?
All right, guys. So as we've already discussed, I have platinumed Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes, you have. Well done.
Well done, Guy.
Thank you. Part of Ghost of Tsushima, all these little side quests, all these little things you can do. And Chris will know what I'm talking about. But in order to platinum, one of the trophies is you've got to find all of these shrines. You've got to find all these fox dens.
Oh, yes, that's right.
You've got to find all these pillars of honor. And then the other thing is you've got to find these spots to do a haiku.
Okay.
So the poem where it's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, right? Mm-hmm. And it's actually quite nice because you find these spots and then
I love it.
Yeah, you sit
lovely.
down and it tells you, it prompts you to what you're reflecting on. So it's like you could be reflecting on loss, and it gives you a beautiful. And this is the music that's playing in the background, right?
Oh yeah,
it's beautiful.
I love it.
And you look around and you get to choose what your words are. It gives you like 3 options. You click the next one.
It's like therapeutic. It's
super.
Lovely.
It slows you down. So you choose the 3, and then Jin Sakai, the guy you're playing as, reads out the haiku. And then at the end of it, you get a different headband. It's very beautiful.
That's
I love
really
it.
nice. I don't want to play Uncharted anymore. I want to play this. This
Ellie,
sounds really nice.
just find a game and
pick
play
a
anything,
game.
right? Just turn the PlayStation on, I'll be happy.
So
sorry, where was I? Therapeutic.
I was loving this part of the game, and it got me. And then I would just find myself randomly making haikus in my head.
Oh yeah.
Because this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
575. So I thought I'd do a quiz.
Gaiku.
A gaiku.
A gaiku.
These are some gaikus.
Yeah, right.
No, that's good.
So
yeah.
haiku quiz.
Haiku quiz. You guys aren't playing against each other. You can if you want to be that competitive. But
No, I don't wanna play against
have
Chris.
written some haikus about video games.
Okay.
Okay.
So you've got to guess which haiku it is.
Okay.
Or what video game it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So first one. Yellow as the sun.
Pac-Man.
Fuck you.
Sorry, finish the haiku.
Yeah, wait. No, I want to hear the haiku.
We'll do a cross six
Stop
if you want. We can.
guessing.
Okay.
I'm turning my laptop away. You've seen
I
the
did not
answers.
say it's obviously Pac-Man. Okay, sorry, go.
Okay.
Do it again. Pretend
Back.
like I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what it is.
Okay, I'll pretend I don't know.
Can we start
Yeah.
the music again, Jacob? Because I need to re-zine.
Okay.
This is me pretty good. I don't know.
Yellow as the sun. I am hungry for more dots. Ghosts chase me daily.
Nice. You know what I reckon that is? Is that Pac-Man?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
I
so
got
good.
it.
Ellie. Well done. Sorry.
Yes.
All right, next one. This is a video game haiku. Or
Okay,
a gaiku.
can we change it before we do? Instead
Oh,
of
stop
yelling,
changing the game.
instead of yelling out, I'll say Chris if I know the answer. You say
Okay.
Ellie,
Yeah.
but we can't do it until the end of the haiku.
Oh, okay. Good idea. Okay.
Because
so we
otherwise
get
you
to
end up
read it.
ruining it like he just did.
Totally. I don't want to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
All right, next one.
It was pretty easy.
Drive through, we visit. Large order is submitted. One man eats it all. Chris knows it.
Chris.
He's just
Yeah,
giving
he
you
does.
time.
I know, I can tell. Damn, why
It's
not?
Big Smoke and San Andreas.
That's
Grand
correct.
Theft Auto. I have a number 9 large.
Hang on, wait.
Oh,
I've got here bonus points if you can recite the entire order that he says.
Oh, go.
a number 6 with extra dip at
No.
some point.
Well, he does say that, but you've said it.
Okay, all right. 2. No, I wouldn't be able to say the whole thing, but he says a number 9, a number 9,
I
two
love
number
two-
9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip,
Yeah, you
and
good?
some. What's this?
There's 2 more.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Nice work,
A
though.
number 7 and 2 number 4s, 1 with cheese and a large soda.
That's awesome. I'm
You were
impressed
close,
that I
nice.
That's
remembered
pretty good.
so much.
That's really
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm so
far-
proud of myself.
So far, you're 2 from 2. Next
Okay.
haiku. Let's go for a swim. Wait, something has gone missing. Death is upon us.
Ellie? Is it Death Stranding?
No.
Damn it. I was ocean, swim, death. No, okay. Damn it. No, I don't know.
One more time.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go for a swim. Wait, something has gone missing. Death is upon us.
A swim. I don't know any swimming games. I was thinking Jaws or something, but there's
Yeah,
no
I
game
don't
like
know.
Jaws.
You wanna phone that one in?
Yeah.
Bay Farm.
The Sims. When you
Oh,
delete the
you
ladder.
delete the ladder.
When you delete the ladder when they go in the pool.
Oh,
Death is-
that's the one I should have got.
And me too. I used to do that.
Damn.
All right, next one. Covenant is here. Mjolnir shall protect me. A demon in green.
Can I just say, okay, Chris,
Yeah.
Mjolnir is Thor's hammer, is it not?
It is.
Oh.
But the Covenant is also the bad guys from Halo.
Oh, confusing.
I'm gonna get locked in Halo.
It is Halo.
Oh, well done.
Mjolnir is the name of Master Chief's suit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
It's
know that
Mjolnir.
because I hate Halo.
Yeah, and Guy loves it.
So he does love
To
it.
add that in there.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, we've got 2 more. 2 more.
Okay, nice. This is fun.
Ellie,
Alright.
claw it back. Here we
Okay,
go.
I got it.
Next Gaiku. Hands of steel and wires. Maid, caretaker, detective. Choices to be made.
Ah, come on, Ellie.
Ellie. Should we become human? It
is!
Yeah, I was actually like, this sounds like Troy Become Human. I
Wait,
was
did
like,
you know that?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Did you?
Because you were describing it, I was like, well, it's clearly a robot. And I was like, oh, this is one for Ellie.
Yeah.
I love how you still weren't
Yeah,
certain
I was
of
like,
it.
no, it can't be that one.
Too obvious.
Last
Yeah.
one, you should get this one.
Okay.
Many bugs are here. Exterminator needed. Hello, Silverhand. Chris is letting you think.
Yeah,
it
no, I
because he
know,
knows
but-
the answer.
No, I
So-
actually don't know the answer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Many bugs are here. Exterminator needed. Hello, Silverhand. I love how each time I've done it, I've lifted my hands in the air.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Like Ricky Bobby.
A house flipper.
House flipper.
Yeah.
No.
Is it a game, House Flipper?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like tiny houses up.
I don't know. Fae Farm,
No.
Animal Crossing,
No.
Oh,
Pokemons.
No.
bugs.
I
A
feel like
bug's
you-
life.
I feel like you'll kick yourself.
Oh no.
Oh, I'll be furious. Don't you worry about that. What is it, guy?
Cyberpunk.
Oh.
Many bugs. Exterminator needed.
Oh, bugs isn't like
Bugs
the
is
bugs,
in the game.
Not the. Zzz.
Exterminators are the developers. Silverhand is the character in the
Yeah,
game.
that was abstract.
See,
but
Keanu
nice.
Reeves plays Silverhand.
When you read that out, when you said Silverhand, I was like, well, the only Silverhand I know is Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk, but there's no bugs in the game. Like, as I was thinking of a game where you got
literal
rid of
bugs.
bugs.
Yeah.
So was
You
I.
took it too literally, but this is a haiku, guys. Come on.
That's a
Yeah,
guy
true.
code.
What'd you get? Like, I think it was like 5 out of 7. That was pretty
That's
good.
it. That was
pretty
fun.
good.
Well done, guys. That was
Can
very
I just
creative.
say as well, the reason that last one was really good because you do have to open your mind and think,
Yes.
not literally think,
Yeah.
So,
More abstract.
I absolutely, you got to think with not just literally Ellie.
Are you thinking at all, bro?
Yeah.
or-
Yeah, far
No,
You're all
we just started playing the music again, so I felt like I had to keep going. Then I realized I had nothing. So that is your lesson for today, children.
Amen.
Amen. Wasn't it
I
pretty?
don't know.
What is this? It's a different culture. Come on.
Hey, so PlayStation announced earlier this week. This is sort of gaming news, but not really. They announced that.
Do I need to write a headline?
Oh, maybe
Really?
start
Okay.
thinking.
All right.
Okay, so
Chris is going to zone out for the next minute and a half.
Turn my mic off. I won't need it.
so I don't know if you know Bravia Core,
Yes.
but that's an app and it has like movies and stuff. It's actually rebranding to Sony Pictures Core, and it's going to be launched on PS5 and PS4 consoles. Yes.
Question: Bravia Core, is that like if you have a Sony Bravia?
Yeah.
That's the thing you use to get apps and.
I think
it's
it's
like
like,
a HUD.
access to like certain movies that they have.
Oh,
like,
so it's their own streaming platform. Thing.
kind of,
Okay,
yeah.
Weird.
As
Okay,
far
yeah.
as I'm aware,
Okay.
yeah. But they're rebranding it to Sony Pictures Core, and they're going to bring it to PlayStation consoles. So
Okay.
like, if you have a PS4 or PS5, you'll have it. And I think if you've got like a deluxe subscription, you'll get access to like 100 movies a month. Like it's kind
Okay,
of
that's
bringing
cool.
movies to PlayStation. Obviously, PlayStation affiliated movies or like
Sony,
games-based.
yeah, Sony Pictures and all
yeah.
that sort of
So your
stuff.
Spider-Mans and your Fantastic Fours will be in there.
okay.
Exactly. Which I thought was quite interesting that like all of a sudden now the PlayStation's becoming a movie-based thing. And like for example, the big promo they're doing is through the Gran Turismo movie that's coming
Yep.
out.
Yep.
Have you heard of that one?
It's come out. It's been and gone.
It's already
hasn't
out.
it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. So,
So
it's,
it's got
Orlando Bloom, David
in it.
Harbour.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
right. And it's a story about a true story of a guy who like won a racing simulator competition and then eventually turned into a professional racer.
yeah, that one.
Yeah, so that's out. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, right. So that is the first movie they're actually bringing out on like the consoles first. So you don't have to go to the
Right. Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
So
Cool.
if you can buy it, you still have to buy it, I think. But it can give you access to movies like that early on.
Yeah, right.
And it just got me thinking because obviously, yeah, as you mentioned, there's Spider-Man, Jumanji, there's Uncharted, heaps of movies games been made into movies, and it got me thinking like, what other movies would we want to see made from video games? Do you have any thoughts? Like, have you thought about this at all? Or TV shows even?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. For me, I feel like if I got the choice, it would be a TV show because then you could flesh out the storyline
Yeah.
a lot more. I feel
Yeah.
like there are so many awesome games out there that I love that I'd love to see on the screen, but
Yeah.
to narrow it down to 2 hours.
Yeah, I agree.
Seems
Yeah,
like
it's hard.
it seems like a disservice to the people that made the game.
Totally.
For me, when you hit us up about this, I focused more on like a TV series that's already been done based on a video game, but I just want them to do it again because they messed it up, and that's Halo.
Oh yeah, true.
They released a
well.
Halo TV series last year. It is just dog water.
So-
It's so bad.
If anyone listening that likes Halo is like, oh, what? There's a Halo TV series. The reason you haven't heard about it is because it was garbage.
It was so bad. The first episode, there's like a really cool scene with Master Chief and the Covenant are there, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. It sets the precedent. It does not follow. That's like the
Oh.
only good thing. What I would say is I'd like them to focus more on ODST or the Fall of Reach, which is kind of like
That's what
lead-
you were saying earlier as
leading
well.
up
Oh,
to- yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what I was thinking.
Because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a big ODST fan.
Oh,
aren't you?
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
there is a Ghost of Tsushima movie which is in heavy development right now.
Is
which
there
pretty-
really?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, so
Oh,
that's
I'll
definitely-
watch that.
That's
Yeah.
definitely happening. So I put down for a TV show, not a movie, Red Dead 2. I reckon that'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And also Elden Ring and Skyrim. The reason being is that I've never played these games. I'm not that interested in them, but I never cared about Formula One or basketball. But then I watched the Netflix documentaries. I was like, actually, I don't
love
mind
this.
these sports, and
Yeah.
I'm into it. So if that is a way to get me into these games,
Yeah.
then I'm all ears.
Just- I
Okay.
love your enthusiasm, guy. Can I just say?
Chris does not believe me.
No, I believe you, and I think that that's a good point for Skyrim. Elden Ring, right? Famously, no one knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah, it'd be a terrible TV show.
Like when you're playing a game and you think, oh, here's my storyline, this is what's happening. They give you no information. It's all cryptic, weird words you've never heard of, weird lands and lore. And the way you find out what's going on is by finding items with a little piece of information.
Oh,
Like you get a
sounds punishing.
sword of the 4 fingers or something. It's a really weird example. But then it'll be like, this sword was forged in the blah, blah, blah during the reign of blah, blah. And you're like, okay, so, and you have to piece it all together. It's very confusing.
That sounds punishing.
And then you have to watch YouTube videos after you finish the game to figure out what you just did.
Oh, yeah. No.
So that won't be a very good movie.
let's not do Elden Ring.
Yeah,
No,
we'll
whatever.
skip that one.
Would I watch
Yeah.
it? Yes, I would.
Yes, you
Skyrim,
would.
I reckon Skyrim's a good suggestion. One I was thinking of actually is along the same line, same developer. Fallout, this
Mhm.
Fallout series.
that'd be good.
It's based in post-apocalyptic USA. You play someone who was in a vault when the bombs fell. You're like a third-generation person, right? So you've never experienced the outside. You leave the vault and you experience the world how it is. There's like bandits running wild. There's people that have come out and sort of set up new governments and new towns and settlements and blah blah. And there's ghouls and there's people affected by radiation. There's all this sort of stuff.
What
Just
are those
like
guys in the big like space marine suits?
Oh yes, so that's power armor. That there's a few. I don't want to get too deep into it. The factions. There's You got the Brotherhood of Steel, you've got the Enclave, basically like the hard out army type dudes wear those.
Yeah.
And special armor, yeah. And you can like drop from real far and not get injured and stuff while you're wearing it.
Do you get to play as them?
Yeah. No, you get their armor and you can equip it.
Because I remember I played Fallout 3 when it first came out because I thought that was the main character. And then I was like, no, I'm just some nerd in a bunker.
Okay, well, you're at least some nerd in a bunker for like the first half an hour, guy.
Yeah, I didn't make it that far.
You clearly gave up after
Isn't there a bit where you get like an air gun and you're shooting cockroaches?
You shoot rad roaches, all right? They're bigger than regular cockroaches because of the radiation. And then you shoot them and then you leave the vault and it's epic.
Yeah.
So I just like a kind of realistic-ish, like the Last of Us series about Fallout, leaving the vault and just dealing with the wasteland. I think that'd be a really interesting.
That would be cool.
Wow. Yeah, nice.
What
Well,
about you?
obviously, I would like Detroit Become Human because I'm obsessed with that game, apparently. I reckon that would make a really cool TV series, and I'd love to see it because you're playing 3 different characters. I'd almost love to see the 3 narratives told separately, but then they all link up.
Oh, like Game of Thrones, when all the characters, you're like, oh, but that's going on over there. And then that's
is that how it works?
Have you not seen Game of Thrones?
I've not seen Game of Thrones. I'm so sorry. I'm so uncultured. I'm the worst.
So the reason Game of Thrones is so amazing is because you had all these characters, all these stories happening, and then eventually they started colliding, and you're like, oh my goodness.
That's what I want for Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, right.
Human. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, that's just embarrassed me again. I've not seen anything. Another thing I thought would be fun would be a Fall Guys movie, just like a little fun animated, probably good for kids, just like a bouncy serotonin
series.
fun.
Yeah.
Just doing like obstacles and stuff. I thought
Is there a
quite
plot?
Fun. Look, I haven't thought that far yet, but they'll make one up. There'll be something they could do with that.
It could be like a real dark version, like Squid Games.
True.
It could just be like each time all these people that were like they don't volunteer, they're just snatched away. And then they get put on an island.
Yeah, it's like the Spy Kids storyline where the
Sorry.
Remember Fooglies? No, do you remember that?
Sorry.
Reference.
Can you get some relevant references, please, Ellie? Spy Kids.
No, you know the food. Was it Fooglies?
I've never seen Spy Kids.
What?
I have. I saw it at the pictures when it came out 25 years ago or something.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy was like kidnapping these people and turning them into like weird creatures. Yeah, it was actually quite dark. Anyway, sorry about that shit reference. I thought that a nice cozy movie based on like Stardew Valley or Fae Farm. I don't know what the plot would be, but I feel like that could be a really comforting, like full of ASMR type sounds, more of a comfort movie.
There's a movie or a TV show where there's absolutely no jeopardy.
Yeah.
Each episode, you're just like, I know that at the end of this, I'm going to feel warm.
Exactly.
Can we have a plot, please? At least something.
I haven't thought that far, right?
So you want, have you watched just a generic farming show? We've got one here in New Zealand, Country Calendar.
Oh, yeah.
There's no jeopardy. It's just, hey, here's how our farm works.
Yeah.
We diversified into this. It's a lovely watch.
It's quite nice. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Just more of a cozy sort of movie. No real intense plot, sorry.
Right,
no boring Death Stranding plots or anything.
Well,
can I just say,
so what's up with the drive-by on Death Stranding?
Side note, massive side note, there is a very cozy movie called 100-Foot Journey.
Okay.
And it's about an Indian family that moves to France and they open an Indian restaurant.
Oh my God.
From a French
My
restaurant.
parents love that movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like one of my all-time favorite movies.
Wow.
Really?
It's such a nice, homely movie. It's got Helen Mirren's in it. And it's just about food, and it makes you really hungry. Last time I watched it, me and my wife ordered like $100 worth of Indian food, and we just sat down and watched it.
Oh, yum.
So
Really?
That sounds
So you
amazing.
went outside the traditional garlic naan and mild butter chicken?
yeah, I really pushed the boat out.
Crazy.
I had all these other things that I'd never had, and there's onion bhajis were in there. Ooh.
Oh, yum.
Cool.
100-Foot Journey. This is a gaming podcast, but this is
This
is a nice, homely, cozy movie about food.
Can I
Yeah,
just
nice.
restore a bit of cred
Yeah.
here real quick?
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I haven't actually
Cool guy Chris comes in.
Yeah,
Save the day, bro. Save the day.
gaming cool guy. Now, I haven't actually seen this yet, but it is on Netflix. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Now, it is an animated series which they created, I think, last year, and I haven't watched it yet, but on all accounts, it is like a really, really good adaptation of taking the lore of a game and like the environment that it's set in and turning it into a TV show. Apparently, it slaps.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
if you're
cool.
planning on playing Cyberpunk, chuck on Edge Runners first. I don't know how it might be 8 or 10 episodes. Watch that. Apparently, that just gets you fizzed up to get into the world of Cyberpunk.
Oh, man.
Okay, good to know. I didn't know that existed.
And so I'll be watching that when I eventually get onto Cyberpunk. So yeah.
yeah.
Don't do that for you, Ellie, when it comes to Uncharted.
Yeah.
Because there was an Uncharted movie.
Yeah, was it bad?
Well, it's not that it was bad. It just, I don't know, it just didn't quite match because you play,
Well-
it's Tom Holland as a young Nathan Drake.
Right.
And when you play Uncharted, he's like in his late 20s or something, like early 30s.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah,
It's
didn't
not,
do it justice.
the movie's not based off any of the games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like
Right.
they might lead up to that.
It was
Okay.
just, I mean, as I've played all the Uncharted and I friggin' love them. They're just great, laid back, like cinematic gaming. Really
yeah,
fun.
right. Okay.
And I didn't actually see this film because I read all the reviews and they were just like, it sucked. And I don't want to watch someone,
Butcher your boy.
butcher my boy
Yeah.
Nathan Drake.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Fair enough.
Sorry, were you just quoting Cedric Diggory's dad from the Harry Potter 4?
No,
Oh,
I was
that's
quoting
nice.
The Godfather, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah, that's way
thanks.
cooler. Sorry,
Oh,
let's go with
okay.
that reference.
Yeah, even
No,
yeah.
Cedric Diggory. That's
that's
how it is.
No, I can't even listen to it. It's so traumatic.
That's proper, eh? There's some
Oh.
good acting from that guy.
It really is. I can still hear his voice. It's so anyway. This is Floops Fluglies. I just wanted to Floops Fooglies. Do you remember seeing this at all?
Ellie,
Chris?
we've never seen the movie.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring it up. I just had
Stop
to.
trying to find an ally in me, Ellie.
Chris,
I
you-
haven't seen it. No.
Damn it.
2001, the movie came out, all right? That's
Yeah.
22 years ago. That's
no, yeah,
fine.
Floops Fooglies. I just wanted to make sure I got that right.
Yep.
Well, it's not Foos Fooglies. Anyway, were there any video game movies like Uncharted
Yeah.
that you thought were not well done that you've seen? To be fair, I haven't really seen many, so I can't contribute to this.
Well,
but have you?
Big shout out to Last of Us for making a TV show that is really
That was
good.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's true. Heard of it.
Because there's been famously really bad ones like the Super Mario Brothers of the 80s and early 90s were like famously some of the worst movies ever made. Watch YouTube
Oh.
things on them.
The most recent Super Mario with Chris Pratt and Charlie Day. I watched it on the weekend. It's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently Sonic the Hedgehog slaps as well.
Yeah.
The new Sonic the
Okay.
Hedgehog.
Yeah, but the new Super Mario, Jack Black plays Bowser. They casted him perfectly.
Awesome.
And a lot of people were giving like, why the hell is Chris Pratt putting on an Italian accent? You kind of just forget about it.
Oh,
when you-
okay.
It's actually a really good movie. So if you do,
Good to know.
watch it totally legally, like I did.
Yeah, so shout out to that and Sonic as well. And I mean, one of the worst ever films ever made, once again in the 80s, and I haven't seen it, is the Street Fighter movies from back in the day.
Oh.
Or maybe it was the 90s. You go back on YouTube and just watch the trailers and stuff. They look friggin' terrible.
Mortal
really?
Kombat movie.
Yeah,
is
Mortal
pretty
Kombat,
bad.
yeah.
World of Warcraft came out almost 10 years ago. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, but Guy, your taste, don't get me started on this. Because,
Pacific Rim's a good movie.
yeah, that's Guy's favorite movie of all time.
It's not my favorite movie.
That and that one about the Indian family in the restaurant.
100-Foot Journey. How dare you?
Yeah.
It's a delightful movie.
What do you think, listeners?
Yes.
Message us with your favorite video game movies or ones you hate, and we'll read those out next week.
Yeah, let us know. Also, another question that's just sprung to my mind here.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it's actually really difficult to make a movie from a video game because video games are so deep and are so many hours, they have so many hours of depth?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they flop a lot of the time because there's just not enough time or depth to tell these stories? Like, is that a thing?
Yeah, I feel like it's quite a hard job for the director and the screenwriters and stuff to have a campaign that's 40, 50 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Or split over 3 games. And then you're like, cool. So there's a lot of people that are very passionate and love this gaming franchise. You've got 2 hours. Make it good.
Yeah, it's quite hard, eh?
Actually, shout out to the Hitman movie that from like mid 2000s. That sucked as well. I think what needs to happen though is, and the reason The Last of Us was awesome is because it was co-written by the guy who wrote the game.
Yep.
Right, yeah, good.
So he was he was like the executive producer on it,
yeah, cool.
and he basically made the call, which they all should stick.
Chris has burped maybe 17 times
Yeah,
this
yes,
episode.
Sorry, I don't know what it is. There's something weird going on. But basically, the director or the writer from the original game has to step in and be like, here's the game. You can make a show on it, but don't do what they did with the Halo TV series.
Yeah.
Stick to the source material. I know you're an up-and-coming director who wants to flex their writing muscles and show it
Yeah.
off. Don't do any of that crap. Just
Nah.
faithfully adapt this awesome product.
Amen.
So, See, that's the right time to say amen.
Yeah, I got it.
Other than
Figured
at
it
the
out.
end of the haiku bit. That was weird. All right, I don't want to be known as some like rant pants kind of dude. Some guy who just comes in hot with a rant every episode. But I do have, it's not really a rant. It's kind of just a meaningful, honest discussion about the situation I'm in, right?
Okay.
So I go to Europe in a few weeks' time for my honeymoon.
Yes.
Oh, is that it? Okay, cool.
What do you want us to do?
I don't know. So, that's lovely. I thought at least like, oh,
Yeah, enjoy your
Yeah, that's nice.
enjoy traveling. Dick.
pashing overseas would be great. And I'm like, okay, so here's how I play my games, right? I've got a big list of games I want to play. So currently playing The Witcher 3 Next Gen Remaster. That's cool. I'm about 85% of the way through that. Next is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Hopefully Spider-Man 2 straight away after that. Cyberpunk's all lined up for me after that, and that is a long list of games, and they're all really big games.
If
Yeah.
you because you like to platinum games, so if you're gonna be spending a lot of hours in this. If you were to play all of those back to back, you're not going to be finished until maybe February.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like going pretty good. That's only a few months away, you know?
Yeah.
And full disclosure, I won't be playing any games twice to get any New Game Plus trophies or anything like that. I'll play it once, and then at a later date, if I feel like going back, I might.
Yeah.
But that's my whole schedule lined out. And then I hear mention of games like Resident Evil 4, the remake, which apparently absolutely slaps on PlayStation, and I really want to play it because I've never played a Resident Evil game before. And then you add that to the mix, and it's just like, oh my God, I have to sit down and plan this out.
Yeah.
So I go to Europe in a few weeks' time for my honeymoon.
Mm-hmm. Woohoo!
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry,
guys.
yeah.
Thanks, mate.
I love how you still paused for effect the second time.
And Ellie panicked and went, woo! Yeah. Or she'll panic and go, amen. And so in 3 weeks' time, I'm like, okay, before I go to Europe, I need to finish The Witcher.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to go away for 4 weeks and then come back and then have to get back into a game with like 95% complete.
Yeah.
So my wife, Lucy, who likes to be organized and has lists and all sorts of stuff, we've got a big list of stuff we need to get done before we go to Europe. On my list is also, go to Tucson, figure out who's been killing all the locals over there, do all the Witcher contracts, then go back to Kaer Morhen, have the Battle of Kaer Morhen, go to Skellige, take down the Wild Hunt.
Yeah.
And then I'll get on water blasting the back of the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
wait, is that part of the game, or are we in reality now?
Is this now skipped back? Yeah.
we're back in reality
Oh,
now.
okay, cool.
The Battle of Kaer Morhen, that's in the game.
Yep.
Water blasting the house.
That's real.
Home.
And figuring out who's killing the locals, that's at my house.
You live in West Auckland. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's dead true, actually. And so, and I'm sitting down, like today, for example, I start work in the afternoon. I do afternoon radio.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute joy. I love it. So all day I'm like, right, what do I need to do on my list? And I was like, okay, I'll do this. I'll do some washing, need to catch up on washing. I'll fix the little slidey door in my kitchen because one of the wheels broke off. Got guests coming this weekend. Don't want a broken door.
Yeah.
Fixed a couple of other things that needed to be glued back together. Then logged in, went to Tucson.
Yes.
Started doing some Witcher contracts there, unlocked some new mutagens for Geralt of Rivia, participated in a tournament, fixed a girl who was cursed. And I was like, that was in about 2 hours there. And then I was like, crap, I have to, a huge list, and it's turned into like chores for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still fun.
Yeah.
And it's probably just me. Someone should just be like, just chill out, Chris. It's just a game. Don't even worry about it.
No,
But for some reason, my brain's like, yo, you got to get this stuff done.
That's where I was going to come in.
Mm.
Because you say that you need to get this game finished by your trip to Europe. That would
Yes,
make sense.
preferable.
I would feel like that would make more sense if this was the first time you've played it, but it isn't. You've played this game multiple times.
True.
So for you to leave it at 95%, I feel like any sane person could go, well, I'll just finish that when I get home. Like,
Don't say sane
Yeah.
person
Do you
like
need-
I'm insane.
do you need to absolutely 100% prioritize finishing a video game that you finished 3 or 4 times before?
That's a good question.
Before doing the list, like making sure who's killed the locals in your area and water blasting the house and getting things ready for your holiday?
Yeah.
What happens if you did those things first?
Right, so you're suggesting I find out who's killing the locals, then water blast the blood off my house.
Yes.
Blood.
Sorry,
What?
water blast my house. That was a joke to make out like I was killing the locals behind my house.
love it.
And it was just getting blood everywhere for some reason. So yeah, I know, and it's not something I need to do. It's just how my brain works. I go, it would be really nice to finish The Witcher and then go away. You're going to lend me your Switch. That's still happening,
Yeah.
right? While I'm in Europe flying.
Yeah.
I'll play a new game while I'm there, and then when I get back, I'll be able to start. I'll be like, oh, exciting! I'm back from
Fresh.
holiday. It sucks, but I can start a new game.
Well, what
I
game?
understand.
Let's say you do finish The Witcher. You go on holiday. It times out perfectly. You literally finish the game, credits roll, and then the taxi comes. You go to the airport. What game are you planning on? Because you got a schedule. What game are you planning on playing?
Miles Morales and then Spider-Man 2.
on the Switch.
Zelda,
Zelda.
Breath of
Okay.
the Wild.
So you plan on finishing that before you come back from your holiday?
No, I have, and it's with great pain that I admit this. Zelda for me is going to be just a 4-week when I get a chance experience.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
When I get back, I'm not trying to platinum that, or even because it's not my Switch, I have no connection to it.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
It's just going to be something I do to pass the time, bit of fun. Then when I get back, it'll be give it back to Guy and then back to business, not business, but back to the serious business of having fun on the couch.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how I'm going to because I can't do what you do, Guy. Like your ability to chop and change between games, that freaks me out.
Yeah,
Like
right.
if now that I put as soon as the Witcher disc went in my thing, I was basically saying, hey, for the next.
This is a commitment here.
Yeah, I see.
You are not starting a new game until you finish this game.
Wow.
That's how my brain works.
Yeah, wow. No, I understand that. Do you have an actual list? Like, have you actually listed on a piece of paper or on your phone the games you're wanting to play? Have you actually written this down?
No, it's I am fully across all the games I want to play. And it's all in my head.
But do you think that putting it on paper would actually remove it from your head a little bit? At least you know you want to play it in that order. But I feel like it's all becoming all these tasks in your head that it's becoming really overwhelming.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You know, and if you just wrote it down and went, I'm going to stay in the moment, I'm just going to play The Witcher. And then when I finish that, I'll know on my list what the next one is. Maybe you didn't write it down.
Because that's a good piece of advice for if you're at night, you can't sleep because you're thinking of a lot of stuff. Write it down.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Put it on paper.
Same concept here.
I worry that if I put it on paper, my wife will find that piece of paper, be like, what the hell's this? And I'll be like, it's a list of games I'm going to play and buy soon. And she'll be like, what the hell it is? There's about 7 or 8 games on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they all have weird names too. What the hell's cyberpunk? Some sort of weird porn that you're into? You know what I mean?
Some cyber hunks.
Yeah.
That would be good, actually. So, yeah. And
So no list. No, you're going to keep it swirling in your head there and not be
Well,
living in the moment.
the thing is, Ellie, about my head, there is no swirling going on. There is an organized list
It's
in
all
my
structure.
head.
Right, it's all structured. Okay.
So I'm like this, and then someone will mention Resident Evil 4, and then I'll just pop that in there, and then I've had a hankering to maybe play Elden Ring again because I friggin' loved it.
Okay.
That's
Now
probably
you're
going to
just
slide
adding.
in. I know.
You're adding massive games
Yeah,
upon
boy.
massive
Yeah.
games. The only game that you've mentioned that I sit there and go, that's doable, is Miles Morales because it's a short game. It's
Right.
not actually like a full game.
Yeah.
But you're talking about finishing The Witcher, which has taken you months.
Yeah.
And then Spider-Man 2, which is going to have a pretty decent storyline. So that's
Yeah.
going to take ages.
You want to take your time on that too anyway. 'cause it's
Elden
new.
Ring, which you only finished this year, you
Yeah.
want to do it again. So,
so good.
you're
Man.
talking about stress and structures, like you're doing it yourself.
Yes, that's what I mean.
This
I'm
isn't
like-
these like there are people out there who
Is
are
this an
listening.
intervention?
No, I'm
Yes.
just saying there are people out there who are listening to this podcast potentially who work like big projects and they're like, I've got legitimate deadlines. I'm freaking out about that. And then
Yeah.
there's this guy in the podcast studio be like,
Oh.
which game do I need to like
Before I go traveling.
So I love how you dial
I'm
back
going
the
to
voice.
Europe for a week and I need to
Oh.
finish this game.
Okay, God, I fully recognize, and that's why I said I work afternoon radio, and it's something that only recently happened in the last 2 years or
Yeah.
so. And as
Yeah.
2 people who came up through radio, it's a massive achievement getting to that level.
Yeah.
Where all I have to do is come in and do, and it's literally my dream job.
Yeah.
Is the job I wanted when I graduated,
Nice, bro. That's
and now
awesome.
I'm there, right?
Yeah.
And there's other stuff going on and blah blah blah. But now I have time to game. I don't have kids yet. That's going to happen soon, and
it changes.
it'll change everything.
Yeah,
Ooh,
true.
So I'm in prime sightseeing mode right now. I'm in prime gaming mode.
Oh, I see the
And
rush
so,
now. You're
and
like,
so I'm just like, I want to do as many of these awesome things
yeah.
as possible. And I
Yeah.
fully admit that I sound like a spoiled brat, and I admit that.
Hey, that's right. Self-awareness is great.
And all this is just how my brain works, though.
Yeah. Well, if it's
Yeah,
about
yeah.
getting these, I understand the concept and the idea of needing to get shit done before things like kids.
Yeah,
because
for
that
sure.
really does change everything. Travel, stuff like that,
Mm.
focusing on your job.
Mm.
If you really want to use that mindset when it comes to the games you play, stop playing games you've already played before.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
great
That's a
point.
really good point.
It's a
You
really
know,
good point.
like Spider-Man 2, keep that on the list.
Yeah.
because we all know that's going to be a wicked game.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, the first one, keep it on the list.
Yeah, I
Stop
know.
shaking your head.
Okay, but I just remembered that Jacob and I were talking about the first Spider-Man game before you guys arrived, and it was like, actually, I don't really remember that game. Maybe I should play that again. That's how my brain works.
I want to.
Yeah,
I
right.
would love to play it again. I'm playing Miles Morales now because I want to have a little bit of a refresher before Spider-Man 2.
yeah.
And I understand that, like, the idea of playing games again, but if for you, because you've got a list, maybe look at that list and go, now, which one of these have I played before,
Yeah.
and which ones have I not, and prioritize the ones have a new experience. You're going to Europe. Have
Yeah.
you been to Europe before?
No.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
yay.
That's a new experience.
Yeah.
I'm going there for my honeymoon.
Woo.
Yay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. All right. Okay, I will take on your advice. I think it's all been very good. Thank
I
you
feel like,
very much.
I feel like
Okay.
we should be charging him for
Yeah,
this
we
therapy
should.
session.
Amen, bro. Amen.
Hey! Lob it up, slam it down, baby.
Well, that wraps up another episode of the Extremely Casual Gamers podcast.
Yeah.
What are you guys going to play this week?
Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and platinum that. And then I'm also going to, because you can get it on PlayStation, Xbox, I believe, and Switch. It is a New Zealand game from a developer down in Christchurch, but it's sort of taken over the world a little bit.
Yes.
It's called Dredge.
Dredge.
And
Yes.
I think they're just about, or like early November, they're going to be releasing a DLC as well. And you take over a fisherman ship, like a little tugboat style thing. And it's kind of like an indie game. And apparently, you got to do all your fishing during the day because at nighttime shit gets
It's
real.
a horror.
Oh,
It's like a
right.
semi-horror,
Yeah.
cozy game sort of
Yeah.
vibe. So I'll be.
Cool.
Like I said earlier in the podcast, I'm in a bit of a buffet mood at the moment because I'm just waiting until Spider-Man 2 comes out. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of Dredge, a little bit of Spider-Man Miles Morales, and also a little bit of Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I've got that. So I might be on the Switch quite a bit because I've also got Fae Farm. So I'm all over the show.
You've got lots to do.
Oh, what you need to do is just write a list and go through it one after the other.
Thing is, though, because if I don't play a game, I'm not going to freak out.
Well, hang on. If you've got a list of chores to do around the house, right? Do you wash part of the window, then I'll go and vacuum one part of the car. And then I'll see how I'm going to make clean part of the chimney.
That's a good point.
By the way, does anyone have chimneys in mind? I was really struggling to find a third chore there. So that's what you're going to do. What am I going to play? I'm going to friggin' play the hell out of some Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, you need to finish that
before
you go to Europe.
Finish it before I go to Europe because if I go to Europe and leave Toussaint in its current state, shambles.
Yeah.
It's going to ruin the honeymoon.
It's going to, it is. It's going to ruin the honeymoon. So I'll be just mainlining that and hopefully getting that sucker done.
Yeah.
What about you, Ellie?
Oh, look, what I'm going to be playing, team, is a bit of Uncharted. Not 1, but number 2 is what I'm going to be doing. Is that right?
On the Uncharted collection on PS4.
Classic Ellie started with number 2.
Yeah.
Oi, Pooh's reference. Nice.
Amen.
Actually, I've got a proposal for you, Ellie.
Okay, yeah, go.
So Guy, he poo-pooed it afterwards, but he earned himself a McDonald's combo.
Oh my god, do I? Oh my god, yeah. What's the incentive? Oh yeah, what's the incentive?
Okay.
Is it food?
If you finish not Uncharted 2 but Uncharted 3, I will buy you a combo.
Okay, so I've got to do 2 and 3 then, technically.
Correct.
Because you want me to obviously do 2 first, but then
Yes,
you want me to
correct.
What happens if she just does 3?
No. You have to do 2 and then 3.
So I've got to do 2 games.
Because you had to platinum a game. It took a while longer.
So I've got to do 2 games. Okay,
2
understood.
games, chuck it on easy, get through it, have fun.
Okay.
I'll buy you a combo. If you platinum it, I will buy you a freaking Rolls Royce.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Bring it on.
Go. She won't platinum it.
Yeah.
Because I've platinumed it and it's super freaking hard.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Is
really
it
hard.
actually?
You have to complete the game on the hardest difficulty where you get shot once you die. And for
Oh.
all 3 of the Uncharted's.
And did you platinum them?
Uh-huh.
Platinum them. Did you actually not get killed? You
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. I went through it. I'm like a master of that game now.
Wow. Okay,
I love it. I don't know why. I might do a rant. Oh, well, not a rant, but a discussion on difficulty levels one day too, because I've got a weird thing about that as well.
Oh, okay. And I'm actually quite interested in that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to play Uncharted 2 and then maybe 3 and get a combo. Oh, I like that.
Hey,
Thanks,
just to
bro.
clarify, no Mac attack, no Guy was trying to get 2 burgers. It is 1 burger, chips, and a drink.
Okay,
right?
yeah. Large though? Is it large? Or?
Medium.
Is it large?
Is it large, is
it
it?
just a medium?
I'll just go medium.
Okay.
Calories.
Okay, I'll go medium too.
Medium, all right.
Yeah.
But
Can I
get
swap out the fries for a cheeseburger?
No. And I get to use my McDonald's app so that I get the little points for it as
That's
well.
Oh, I see what it
That's
is. So it's actually, he actually wins. Is this why you wanted to ask?
Ellie, I get like 1,000 McDonald's points. I can buy like 1/8 of a hash brown. Right? I don't really win. I just need you to do your homework, all right? And I will reward
Wait,
you
so
for it.
when is It Takes Two going to finish for you?
This is a great question because I do want to finish that. And I
Hey,
also want to play that this week too.
How about when I get back from Europe, you have to finish that.
Okay.
Otherwise,
The
you're
challenge.
sacked and your cousin's on the
no.
podcast. What's your cousin's name?
Beck.
Yeah, Beck.
No, yeah, Beck deserves to be here more than me. To be
Yeah.
honest. She really does.
Oh, the BCG podcast. It sounds so good.
It does actually. Damn it. I should never mentioned her.
Bloody casual gamers.
Blooming casual gamers.
Damn, that's got a way of a ring to it. All right,
does,
Beck.
man.
I'll give Beck a call after this.
Also, Easter egg, ECG, Extremely Casual Gamers, Ellie, Chris, Guy.
Yeah,
there you go.
You hadn't figured that out
Yeah,
then.
there you go. A little Easter egg. For
No
me.
jokes.
Yeah.
No, that's mean. No, I just completely.
Ellie's lashing out because she's like, I need some
need something.
edge. I need some edge to keep my seat.
Hey, thanks for listening. Contribute on Instagram if you want to contact us. Extremely Casual Gamers Podcast on Instagram. Let us know what you're playing, what movies you want made out of video games. Write a haiku if you're a guy, or
Write
have
a
a rant
gaiku.
if you're a gaiku. Sorry, or have a rant if you're Chris.
Yeah, man. Actually, reach out if you're like me because I need to know that I'm not the only one that thinks like this.
Yeah.
Suggest a bunch of games to Chris so he adds them to his mental load and then he implodes.
Yes, I love it. Mwah. All right. See you next week.
See ya.
That's a real half-assed evil laugh.
Sorry, can you? What did you do? Do it again.
Mwah. No, that was weird.
Kissing the microphone.
Like a cow stubbing its toe.
See ya.
See ya.